Just want to thank everybody for coming tonight. So we're just going to talk real quick to give you some good information that you can leave with here tonight, aside from some really good drinks. So first of all, there's 3 things that you will kind of be examined, reviewed, whatever you want to call it, to get pre-approved for a mortgage. Okay? So this will be stuff that you can take back, start thinking about whenever you think you're ready. So first is credit. Okay? Credit is something that so many people view more now than they ever have before, right? There's a million websites. So we're going to look at credit, going to look at credit score, credit profile. You know, a certain credit score can help determine what type of loan you could eventually qualify for. Okay, so that's something that we'll look at. Next is going to be income and assets. Okay, so first with income. So depending on the type of job you have, if you're W-2, if you're self-employed, you may have certain requirements, common things, tax returns, pay stubs. My self-employed people that are out here, okay, I'm self-employed myself. It's great to write off as much income as you can to avoid a tax bill, right? But when it comes to loan time, you need to have more money on your tax return. So keep that in mind if you're a self-employed person and you want to try and qualify, okay? And finally, assets, okay? A good rule of thumb is the minimum assets you'll need for a transaction is about 7 to 8% of a purchase price. Okay, so keep that number in mind, 7 to 8%. If you want to put down more, great, I'll give you less money. So thank you again. There's some information you can take with you. Now, the information I just gave you is not necessarily free, because I'd love to pick up this conversation later on down the road. So just think of us when you guys are ready. I'll turn it over to Brian right now. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. I know pretty much everybody in this room, but for the small handful that don't know me, my name is Brian Gold. I'm with Acadia Real Estate. We help people purchase homes and sell homes in the Fort Lauderdale area and in Broward County. So I just want to thank everybody for coming here. I really appreciate it. The turnout's great. I hope you're enjoying the food. I know for a fact you're enjoying the drinks. I want to thank Jared Bowler for putting this together. He exceeded expectations by far. So if you want to book him for any events or anything like that, he's available. Just talk to him. And so I want to talk a little bit about the market and what's going on right now. I'm going to talk a little bit about why people are buying in this market, and why a purchaser should use a realtor, and why you should use Acadia Real Estate when you do purchase your home. So the market right now is a seller's market. That means there's kind of a low inventory, so it's a little bit more difficult to find a home. But some of the reasons why people are buying are because it's a very low interest rate environment right now. So Ken can attest to that. People are taking advantage of the low interest rates because they can only go up from here. Another reason why people are buying, we do live in a great place. Most of us here live in Elon, and rents are just high right now. So people don't want to throw money at rent anymore. So what they're doing is they're buying something, they're building equity, and then they can sell that property off, or they can buy something in the future. And then the third reason is maybe somebody wants to buy an investment property because rents are high, they can earn income every month. The second thing you need to ask yourself is, if I am purchasing something, should I use a realtor? And the answer is always yes, you should use a realtor, because there's some things you may or may not know, but when you do use a realtor, when you're the buyer, the seller is the one that pays the commission, and not everybody knows that. And then another thing about that is that if you go in there without a realtor, the other agent that the seller hired to sell their home is going to try and get the highest price out of you. They're not working on your behalf. So what a competent realtor can do for you is work on your behalf. Make sure you get that property for the best price, the lowest price possible, and make sure if there's any hiccups, if there's any issues, we know the contracts in and out. We would be able to help you. We know when you need to do the inspection, when you need to do the appraisal, so there won't be any problems. And if there are any hiccups, we address them as soon as possible. Another thing to know is a lot of people are using these websites, Zillow, Trulia, and Realtor.com. Not all the information on these sites is accurate, so we have accurate information. And if you're going to use a realtor, you're doing double work if you're using those websites, because they're probably going to be sent to you anyway. And why should you use Acadia Real Estate? Well, we've been in this market for 10 years. We know how the process works. You don't want to go in blind without a realtor. We care about our clients. We're very accessible, and we're going to make sure you're going to be communicated with throughout the whole process. So if you do buy a house, you're not going to be in the dark. You're going to know what's going on. We're going to be accessible, and we hope that when you do choose to purchase something, that you give me a call and you give Ken a call. So everybody, thank you for coming. We really appreciate you being here.
Aww.
And